Wait, shut up.
And welcome back to episode 2 of Sports Resort, your number one destination for all things sports. Here, once again, we have the original 5, which is Sean.
Arav.
Russell.
Joe.
Austin.
And today, we have a special guest, Mr. Joseph Rayner.
Hi.
So,
Hi, Joseph.
Let's start off with the World Cup. Joey, did you watch the World Cup?
Yeah, I
Did-
did.
Did you watch all of it?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you like the outcome of the game?
The final?
Mm-hmm.
Final was one of the best soccer games I've ever watched.
I
so
can agree.
That was the
I have
only
not
soccer
watched a
game I
soccer
ever
game.
watched, and it was really exciting. So,
what do you think of Mbappe's performance during the match?
It's honestly it's a scary sight to see. Knowing he's only 23 years old and he's dominating everyone, it's gonna be a while before he leaves.
Yeah, so what do you think when it was 2-0 and going to we're near the end of the
Okay.
match?
Yeah.
We're nearing the end of the game. It's 2-0 Argentina. Then Mbappe in 93 seconds scores back-to-back goals. How are you feeling in that moment?
It was knowing I was rooting for Argentina, it was a heart pounding moment, I guess. But I figured that Argentina can make something work, and they did. So
What was your
What was your reaction to Argentina, choking, then coming back, then choking, and then winning it all?
when they won it all, that was something. I was out of my chair. I'm not even Argentinian, but I felt deep down in my heart, in the moment, I was an Argentine.
you felt like you were an Argentina person.
Yeah.
an Argentine.
An Argentinian.
Oh yeah, that too.
So can we all agree that Messi is the GOAT of soccer?
Yes, Messi is to go to
No,
soccer
no,
now.
We cannot agree.
Why-
Austin.
Austin,
Why
why can we
Austin.
not agree on that?
Why?
This is my problem, right? We saw what Mbappe can do by carrying his entire team in the World Cup. All that stress, and you say Messi is the GOAT?
Okay,
Hold
Mbappe's
on.
only
You think
23.
Mbappe is the GOAT?
No, but Messi is not that good. He's
Yes,
overrated.
bro, there's no
No,
way you're
no,
saying
stop.
this.
Messi is so overrated. It's actually crazy.
Austin.
He's not
Bro,
that
Austin,
good.
please leave.
Austin,
Please
He's
leave.
not
I think he's
that
achieved the
good.
most in sports history out of any
That means
sports player,
nothing.
athlete. Yes, it does.
He's not
Austin,
all that.
4 Champions Leagues, 10 La Liga trophies, 7 Copa del Rey trophies, 3 Club World Cups, 3 European Super Cups, 8. My bad, not 3, 8 Super
And
Copa
0
del Rey.
And one World Cup. And,
And a
one
World Cup. He's the only person. Plus, he's gotten every single award. He's gotten the Golden Foot. I think that's what it's called. And
Golden
he's
Boot. Golden
just-
Boot.
Oh, the Golden Boot. That's my bad.
So if I could cut you off for 1 second, how many games of soccer did you actually watch, Austin?
I mean,
Like 5, Croatia's games.
Five.
The
Bro.
final.
So
They're
you don't
good
even
games.
consider? Do you consider Ronaldo even in that conversation of GOAT?
Oh,
level?
yes. Ronaldo's pretty
but why?
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 good.
He
Why
got-
is he different? Why is he different than
Ronaldo
Messi?
is based on his skill. He's not like.
He just got benched by his
Doesn't matter.
team.
He
Doesn't
was
matter.
benched like
He was-
half the game.
Listen. He's
Ronaldo's
better
a
than Messi.
crybaby.
All right.
I agree with
He
their
is- no,
guess.
I agree with that one. You see him after the game? That was sad.
They're all crybabies.
It's
Oh my
soccer.
God,
What do you
Russell.
expect?
So, Joey, do you think Mbappe could become the GOAT one day if he keeps playing like he is?
There's a chance. He's definitely gonna be up there, top 5, maybe even to the point where it's top 3.
Top
and of
one.
course, the GOAT.
Is Messi?
Yeah, but honestly, with how he's been playing, the GOAT title will be up in the air in a decade.
Joey, who do you think are the top 3 players in soccer right now?
Right now,
Like all time, like the top 3
Oh,
best of all time.
Messi won.
Pele?
No.
Maradona.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ronaldo. Messi won for sure. Messi won. Maradona and Ronaldo could be interchangeable.
Did
but
Maradona play on Argentina?
Maradona did play on Argentina.
So, who do you? Obviously, Argentina after Messi's not going to play another World Cup, so Argentina's going to suffer a lot. So, how do you believe what do you believe the World Cup standings are going to be for the next World Cup?
The next World Cup, France. I think they have a mostly young roster.
I agree.
I know Giroud, Benzema, those two. It's gonna be tough for them to make it to that World Cup, but they're gonna be up there. I think.
How do you think about Team USA's chance with Christian Pulisic?
Pulisic.
Christian Pulisic.
Same thing.
They're going to make it out of the group stage. There's a chance they win their first elimination match. I don't know how much farther they're gonna make it.
Can you
Who do
agree?
you think will win the World Cup?
Next year or
Yes.
next one?
Next one.
I mean, that's a good question. I should probably watch more international soccer,
Yeah.
but probably France from how
Joe.
they played.
What team do you think could make a dark horse run? Like, who do you think in 2026 is going to be the Morocco of this year?
Ecuador,
Ecuador. Why do you think that?
because they went undefeated in the group stage. They had their best player out in the elimination game. They lost, but they have a very young roster and a very talented future.
I don't mean to call you out, but what teams were in that group with Ecuador?
Hey, I don't know, but they didn't lose.
Arif. I
Who
don't mean
was
to-
in the group stage?
I am not
Ecuador.
currently sure, but I'm pretty sure there was.
It was I just pulled it up. It was Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador, and Qatar.
Okay, none of these teams were good
None of
besides.
these
Okay,
Good.
okay,
Arif,
listen.
Qatar got
wait,
besides
wait, wait,
3 ounce
wait,
bounds.
Alright.
Did they lose all
Arif.
3 games?
Arif. Name one player in Ecuador, please.
All right.
Okay, then just stop talking.
So
Anyway,
let's talk about a different type of football, the actual football, the
Let's talk
American.
about the Indianapolis
Actual-
Colts.
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Let's talk
as a
about
coach.
them
Guys,
first.
we gotta
Alright,
go story of the day.
Arif. So during the first half, were you the happiest man on earth?
33-0, might I add.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was at a party that night.
Oh.
Ooh.
Sure you were.
It was.
Ooh.
I will tell you the exact time. It was
Needs to prove it.
2:30, 2:34, I think.
Yeah, the game started at 1, right?
Yeah, so it was
30.
2:34 p.m.
I was
and we
working.
were up 30-0.
33.
33 actually, 0.
No. At
No,
that-
36 to
At
3.
halftime.
No,
At
no,
halftime.
no.
halftime.
At halftime, it was
was-
actually 33-0.
Uh-huh.
But when I checked the score, it was 30-0.
Oh.
I dabbed up everybody. I dabbed up the
Dang.
dog. I dabbed up the mother. I was just in a different world, right? And the game was on. We just turned it off because a bunch of my friends there were Vikings fans.
thought the game
So,
was over.
so they thought the
We
game
also
was
have
over.
a Viking fan as our tech support guy.
Yes,
Roderick
Roderick
Salo.
Salo. Brody
Roderick
Salo.
Salo.
I mean,
It's pretty nice being a Vikings fan. Like
It is not nice being a Viking.
As a Colts fan, you cannot be talking right now.
Colts.
Alright.
So-
what happened?
explain
What happened,
what your
Colts?
emotions were
cannot
like
hear you,
when you
Brody.
saw the first touchdown, then the second touchdown, then the third touchdown, then the fourth touchdown.
Second I saw that Adam Thielen touchdown, that's when I knew it was over. That's when I was reminded that our quarterback is the
Okay.
choker,
Okay,
Matt
time
Ryan.
out. There's no way you're blaming Matt Ryan.
No,
on
you
this
have to blame
loss.
Matt Ryan.
Who
There was
doesn't
only
have
one
to blame Matt
offensive
Ryan?
touchdown. Every
Oh,
time.
no, I agree that it isn't completely Matt Ryan's fault, but he can't make plays. That the offensive
No.
line isn't at fault here. He cannot move.
Sean,
So how do you expect
Sean,
Matt
I
Ryan?
completely blame Matt Ryan.
Sean, they
No.
kicked like 7 field goals. He could have, if he threw one
Matt
touchdown
Ryan
out of all those field
did
goals, they
not
would have won the
do
game.
that.
Can we backtrack a little bit? So, I made an awful mistake. All of our fantasy watchers out there. So the Colts kicker, I had sat him, and same thing with our Colts defense.
Dang.
Damn.
The
Wait,
Colts kicker and the Colts defense.
Who's the
com-
kicker now? Is it Blanket Chips?
No,
Chase
Blank-
McLaughlin.
what did the Colts defense finish with? 'Cause
They
Like
finished
20
with
points.
27 points.
they saw 27
way.
points after
Yes,
allowing
they
that many.
finished.
Are-
Yes.
because they
Oh, they had like an
7 sacks.
interception.
Or
like-
block
Blanket
punt.
Chip got is kicked, got
Wait.
released from the team, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what team he's on now or no?
He is currently a free agent.
Bro,
No, he got picked up on the
All right,
Cardinals
guys. All right, all right.
practice squad.
Enough of the Colts.
That's
Joe, as a Cowboys fan, how did it feel when you lost to the Jaguars?
it don't matter. We clinched the playoffs.
We clinched the playoffs.
It don't
thanks
matter.
To your,
Oh, sorry,
thanks to
you
the New
too.
York
It
Giants.
don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
How do you feel as a Browns fan?
The Browns won. They beat the Ravens.
Bro, who's your quarterback?
Might I add,
Stop,
might I add,
bro.
might I add,
Yeah. All right.
we
Let-
still have a 1% chance of making it to the playoffs.
Oh, we have a 100% chance.
We have
though.
1%.
I want to mention that the Colts actually have a 3% chance of
God.
making
The
the
Colts
playoffs.
suck.
Wait,
They have a 0
So
chance.
basically, The Jags have to lose 2 out of their 3 games to beat the Titans, and then the Titans have to lose all 3 games,
out.
and the Colts
Yeah,
have to
that's
win 3
gonna
games in a
happen,
row,
buddy.
and that's how they make the playoffs.
On God.
Do you think
That
the
means-
Lions are gonna make the playoffs?
Yes, yes.
Of
Yes.
course.
It depends.
I
depends.
think here's
It
how I
depends,
think
bro.
the.
I
They're
believe
going
that the Giants will finish as the 8th seed.
No.
Nah,
Giants
the
are not
Giants-
finishing.
Giants are 16.
Giants are not
16.
going.
Here's how I think it's
Exactly.
gonna play out.
7.
So like each of us. So let's all
0.
explain like our
5.
5, 6, and 7.
Alright,
Let's see like our 5, 6, and 7.
I'll
So
go
I'm
first.
gonna. Okay.
Cowboys are 5, Giants are 6, and then the 7th seed. It's hard. It's either the Lions or the Commanders.
Lions.
Because the Cowboys might not put their starters out the last game of the year.
Who are the 4 above
Because-
the Cowboys?
The Eagles.
All the divisions.
I don't think they
All
have
the
to. Who do they
division
play?
leaders.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the division
Panthers.
leaders.
Yeah.
Panthers? They don't have to.
No, they play the Washington.
Do you think
Oh,
the
they
Panthers
don't
are gonna
have
make it to the playoffs? Because they have a
No.
chance.
They do
You're
have
a
a
very
chance.
funny
They're
Joseph.
not
They have a
eliminated
chance,
yet.
but
no,
we'll- but
no,
no.
They really have
Dude.
a chance.
The NFC South this year was 2020 NFC East. Maybe a slight bit better because teams actually have like 6 wins throughout like near the end. By this time, each team only had like 5,
All right.
4 wins. So it's slightly better, but you can easily compare this to the NFC East of
Wait a
2020.
minute. Wait a
with
minute. All right. Are we really gonna say that the Giants are going to the playoffs?
No.
Yes.
Yes,
no,
they're
no,
going to the
not.
Yes,
playoffs
they
off
are.
there.
Wait. They play the Vikings, the Colts, and the Eagles.
Okay,
All
and
three
the
L's.
they beat the
All
Vikings,
three
they beat
L's.
the Colts,
They're
and then they beat
losing
the,
all
and then
3.
they
No,
lose
they're
the
not.
Unless
Eagles.
the Colts can finish the fourth
They're
quarter
not
again.
losing
Who
to
do
the
you think
Colts,
you are,
bro.
bro?
You crazy.
33-0. If not, I can finish. Then
I mean, you also have to take into fact that the Washington has a tough schedule coming up.
Washington's
Along
not-
with the Giants, Washington has a tough
Washington
schedule
is-
too. San Fran, Cleveland, which I know you're going to be
why are
watching
we
often,
talking?
and
Hold on.
Dallas.
We're talking about all these teams. Why aren't we talking about the obvious one, the Seattle Seahawks?
No.
They're
Bro,
bad.
because the Seahawks, Geno
They're
Smith is
out.
now.
Been 1 and
They're
4, and 1 and 5 in their
Okay.
last 5
Oh.
games. There's no shot.
Oh,
I
no, we.
I doubt that. Arv, there's almost no shot Seattle makes the playoffs unless they can turn their team around. They've won 1 game in the last 5, and it's just been a downhill spiral.
It's been
Their defense has reverted back to its like week 1, week 2 form, and like that streak that they were going on, it's all gone. However, does anyone know what Seattle's last 3 games are?
there.
Doesn't
I would.
matter.
yeah,
It-
it really
it's-
is not
Their
matter.
last
They're
3
not
games
making
are the
playoffs.
Chiefs,
Hey,
the Jets, and the Rams.
What's more important, guys? What's more
That's
important?
gonna be tough.
What's more important? Is Tampa Bay and Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl?
No.
Are they staying the division leaders?
They're not going to the Super Bowl.
Who are they going to lose to?
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
They're
Maybe
going to
the
lose to
Saints
like
Falcons.
everybody.
They're all tied for 5-9.
They're not a good team, bro.
Who, the Bucks?
They wouldn't make the playoffs in any other
Bucks?
division.
The Bucks are not a good
Who's
team.
going to the division? Who's going to win the division?
The Bucks.
Really?
They're not winning the division.
What are the Bucks' last games?
Did you see Tom Brady and the Bengals?
I don't think
It don't matter.
the
They got-
Bengals
it-
are
it-
amazing.
They play the
last game-
Cardinals, the Panthers, the
They
Falcons.
play the
Those are those are all division. Besides the
Cardinals.
Cardinals, those are all divisions. If they lose even one of those,
It's
they're
over.
out.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
All right, wait. So right now, the spread for the Cardinals
Something.
and Buccaneers game is 7 points.
I don't think the spread should be that far. I think it should be like a 4 or 5 point spread. I don't think the Bucks are that far ahead of the
No,
Cardinals.
the Bucks aren't going.
Compare it to the Cardinals. Sure, the Cardinals are
The
bad.
Cardinals
They're
don't
out.
have a
The Cardinals are
quarterback. They
out.
have Colt McCoy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Colt
I know.
McCoy got hurt last game. It's Trace McSorley.
Let's go, Trace McSorley.
Throw it on a dime.
Yes,
like I'm even
sir.
trying.
Okay.
Just a kid from Briarwood.
'Cause
I'm
I'm wearing number
number
9.
Enough.
Shut up.
Alright, shut up.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
We're sorry.
You're
We
a
just
little bit-
we remember Trace McSorley from
You
the Ravens
can't
last
sing,
year.
just
He
stop
was
talking.
he wasn't the best,
He's a special.
Just stop
but
talking.
it was
character.
fun last year.
During
Slightly.
wait, when did he come
They
in
have
for
nobody who can-
Lamar's
They were
infinite?
playing
James
against the Browns, I
Conner's
think, and Lamar was
underwhelming.
pooping, so he had to come in.
Yes, yes.
The infamous poop game.
Yeah.
What?
Against
Lamar was not
against
playing.
Oh, the poop
Cleveland
game.
Browns.
The Cleveland
Yeah,
Browns
Brown-
won 13-3,
Brown-
might I add. Deshaun Watson
13.
actually threw some balls that time.
Wait,
Deshaun Watson was not on the.
Yes, he was. The Browns.
Oh my god.
He
Oh,
played.
he's talking about them.
Yes,
Oh,
No,
he's
because
talking
it
about
was
the
the
game or the
Cleveland
record?
Browns,
So-
Baltimore
So
Ravens.
let's move on. How
kid
do
tries
you
to
think
bring
the Eagles
Deshaun
are
Watson into every
contenders or
conversation.
Yes.
pretenders?
Well, they're contenders.
Pretenders.
No,
No,
way
they're
you're
not.
saying
No.
No.
The Philadelphia
The Eagles.
Contenders.
How
Hurts
are they
just sprained
contenders?
his
Look at
throwing
their
They're not
shoulder.
schedule.
contenders for the
What do you
Super
mean
Bowl.
they
Look at
have
their
the
schedule.
easiest schedule?
They've had the
in
easiest
the
schedule in
NFL,
the
bro.
NFL.
What are you
However,
talking about,
No,
bro?
no,
No,
Make
they
the
have,
Super
Joe.
Bowl.
Joe,
If they make
Joe.
the
let me
Super
read
Bowl,
you,
they're
let me
not
read you,
winning.
let me read
Joe,
you, let me read
at
you.
the beginning of the season, there
Let
were
me
two
read you
teams
the
that were
schedule.
tied for the easiest
read you the
schedule in the NFL.
Um,
Like from previous last
I
records, it
also
was
wanna
Dallas
They
mention
and
don't
the
have a very
Eagles.
hard
In,
schedule.
in order, they played the Lions,
Won
the
by 3.
Vikings,
Okay, the
the
Vikings are
Commanders,
good.
the Jaguars, the Cardinals, the Steelers,
It
the
was the
Texans,
Jaguars when they
the
were bad.
Commanders, the Colts, the Packers, the Titans.
Yeah,
that's not
that's
easy.
an easy schedule. man.
Those
Now,
are the
hear
two
me out.
schedules. You, hold on,
The
I-
aren't you
Giants
a
have one of the
Cowboys
hardest
fan?
schedules too, and
Yes.
I have to admit it. They're
So do the Browns.
contenders.
I think they're contenders
They're
too. I just don't
contenders.
think it's not for the Super Bowl.
Okay,
They're
how
not
about
First
winning
round
the
exit.
Super Bowl.
We stay
It
on the
was
topic of the
17,
Eagles, but
16 on
do
the
you,
Colts.
if Jalen Hurts comes back next week, he isn't playing this week.
He's
Right,
not
because-
playing this week.
Yeah,
Even if Jalen Hurts play the Cowboys,
Or
he
is
might.
it-
They have to
is
play. They don't
Jalen-
have to win any more
is
games.
Jalen Hurts in the conversation for MVP?
Yeah.
Yes, he has
Yes,
3
of course,
turnovers.
of
He
course.
literally
Shouldn't
has
be.
like 3
Have you
turnovers.
seen his
As much
offensive
as I
line?
hate saying
It
it,
doesn't matter about the
yes.
offensive
Yes,
line.
yes, it does.
He has to
Alright,
make the throws. He
alright.
has to make the plays.
has
happen.
all
He
the
has to
time in the world.
scramble.
The offensive
Oh, he-
line does matter, but Jalen Hurts does put up some stuff.
He does. He
And-
does.
and-
I'm not saying like he isn't.
I don't
but
think he should be.
he's
No.
at Josh Allen's level.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
That's
he
crazy
is.
It's
to say.
exactly
Yes,
As
Josh
much as I
Allen.
hate to say, yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
Yes,
Because
he
no,
is.
but this
You're
might be
crazy.
He's a
because
little
of
give
below
the fact.
Josh Allen. He's a little
Yeah,
below
His
Josh Allen.
arms is so much worse
It
than
does not
Josh
matter.
Allen.
Bro,
It's not on the
he
same
made throws
level.
to AJ Brown that were good. He's been making those
But this,
throws.
but also,
No,
hear me
like,
out.
how-
Josh
no, no,
Allen
no.
makes
Josh-
throws
How-
too.
The
if I
Eagles
can
have
Josh
a
Allen doesn't
better.
have a good pocket.
Josh Allen. You admitted
Josh
last
Allen doesn't
you
have a good
admitted last
defense.
week that Josh Allen wasn't playing as
He
good.
can't
right?
make throws in the
No.
red zone. 'Cause
Exactly.
He has no pocket. Do you see
Josh-
the throws that he tries to make?
Exactly.
Josh Allen
so
is
if
just a
you
better
put
Dak
Josh Allen
Prescott.
in
All
Jalen
of his
Hurts'
highlights
situation,
are him
Allen
on the
is better
sideline.
Prescott.
He's just a
Oh,
better
that's
Dak
all of his
Prescott.
highlights because he doesn't have anything. He makes the plays himself.
All right, wait. Speaking of
Jalen
good-
Hurts sits in
speaking of good
the biggest
quarterbacks.
pocket in the NFL.
No, but Hubert, wait, hold on. One thing before we. I think Hurts has one of the best like wide receiver groups in the NFL plus running back, so he doesn't have to do all the work by himself. Which
he doesn't.
Rich like,
Huh?
Yes, he
also
does.
his
What running
offensive
back?
line.
AJ
What
Brown.
running
Running back
back?
are you
Miles
talking
Sanders.
about?
Miles Sanders is an amazing
Sure,
running back.
He's
sure
actually
he had a
having
bad
no, no.
week, but he's still like a top 10 running
he's
back in the
actually
league
had a
right
career
now.
year. He is-
It's
Nick
whatever.
Chubb is
Close.
better,
Something.
honestly.
Miles
Nick Chubb
Sanders
is
has
better.
1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Miles Sanders is a good running back.
Yo,
He's
okay.
a-
Speaking of quarterbacks, is Tua a fraud?
Yes.
No.
No, he's
No,
not a fraud.
no.
Absolutely not.
Not a
And
fraud.
Tua's
Did
going to
you
be in
see
the
his
league
game
for
against
years.
the Buffalo?
Thank you.
Did you
Tua
see
is
his game against
elusive.
Buffalo?
Tua can make throws.
Tua,
Tua is a good quarterback.
Just because he has
Do you
Tyreek
think
When a
he
Hill.
quarterback
deserves-
has one, here's the thing I hate: when a team, whatever it's a team or if it's a player, if it's one specific thing, if they have one game where they're when they were like an elite, now they're slightly average, everyone calls them frauds.
Exactly.
It sucks because it doesn't make any sense why they do that. Because then next week they'll do the same thing. Like no,
Tua
they'll
is
go back
really
to the normal
developing.
form, and then everyone will say nothing about it.
Sean, I agree with you, but at the same time, I benched Tua in fantasy for Josh Allen, so
Good.
I am allowed to call him a fraud.
You,
No,
you
you're
cannot.
not.
Not,
You
bro.
also benched
Bro,
the Colts
Even-
defense.
he
so-
still has to make the
I'm
throws. You
11
guys
and
gotta
3 in
understand that
fantasy, and I'm
quarterbacks
not-
still
I
have
have
to make
two
the
on my
throws.
bench too, but I'm not.
But
calling
also,
him a
hear me out.
fraud.
So when
'Cause you're not
Dallas
good at fantasy.
barely beat. Now here's the thing: Chiefs. I'm talking about the Chiefs now. Like how people never called them frauds at a point when they beat the Texans.
'Cause they were
Dallas.
never frauds.
No, because Dallas barely beats the Texans last 2 weeks ago. No,
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, last week.
They barely beat them. Everyone's calling them frauds. Oh no, it's over. Chiefs do the.
They
Chiefs
go to
do the
overtime with
exact
the Texans. They go to overtime with the Texans.
overtime with the Texans. Like Dallas beat them in the
But
regular
are
time.
you calling?
Chiefs
I'm
go to
calling
overtime,
neither of the teams.
And they
They're
call
not, they're
them.
none of
Neither
them.
are
And then no one
frauds.
says
Exactly.
anything.
That's where I'm going. I'm
The
not
They're
calling
no
them
Chiefs,
frauds.
frauds
the
for them.
Chiefs had a bad game because consistently.
Travis
stay
Kelsey didn't
good.
get the
It's
targets.
just the
that he
media
should get.
Exactly.
can never say the Cowboys had a bad game. They always gotta say they're frauds.
Yeah.
That's what
May
the
I
media
add,
does.
Houston has been playing very well recently.
Exactly.
Very.
They
They
have.
played like two top.
good
and-
enough.
and-
They're
and
like
to my
2 and
point,
11
So
in the
let's
And to my
NFL.
point.
No, 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 no.
No, pause. to my point. Do the Texans have something? I'm so serious.
What do you mean by that?
No.
Do they have a team? If
No!
They, listen,
No!
listen.
They've won
They
If
need
they
to
had-
build.
games.
They need to
If
build
they
in the
had-
offseason. I
They need
understand
to
where he's
build in
coming
the
from.
offseason, but
They're
they
getting
have
Bryce
a
Young.
Give it
base.
5 years.
Yeah.
The Texans
Getting Bryce
they'll
Young.
just
have a
try it
base.
again. They don't have a coach. they
Russell,
don't have
Russell, wait
No.
1 second. Lovie Smith, yeah, he isn't a good coach by any
You're
means.
goofy, bro. If you
But-
think that they're doing good.
No,
They
they
are
have
doing
a
good.
top 15 defense as of now. Okay.
What defense?
So let's stay on the topic of the Texans.
Why?
The running back Damian Pierce.
Bro.
He has been having
No.
one of probably the better.
No,
Yes.
no, he hasn't.
All right, let's get off the Texans. Who wants to talk about the Texans?
Damian
now?
Pierce is not doing
No,
good.
no. Damian Pierce
is
is
a
a
talented
good.
back, but he's not
He's the
doing
best
good.
player on the
His-
Texans,
let-
which
let's
might
go.
not say much.
Texans are not a
It's
good
the
Let,
team.
Texans.
us check out his fantasy really quick.
Yeah, let's
He's not doing good in fantasy.
He
I can
isn't.
tell
He
you that.
isn't. He's averaging around
Like
at the
9
beginning
points,
of the
10
year.
points?
He was averaging around 17 points,
He's
which
a
is
really
pretty average.
talented back, and that's
But-
the most you can say about him.
But now he's averaging around 10 points, which isn't as good. So, what do you think about him as his future? Is he a future Najee Harris, where he had one good?
No.
Yeah, future Najee Harris.
Is he?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
No.
You can see the same for Nick Chubb. Like at the beginning
Nick
of the
Chubb
season,
you
is
can't.
Chubb is
not a Najee
Nick
Harris.
Chubb's like a top 3.
Nick Chubb is a lot better than that.
Nick Chubb has gotten like 10 fantasy points or less in the past 5 weeks.
Nick Chubb has
He's still
years
one of the
before
better-
been an amazing
We
back.
always looking at fantasy points. Like,
Because-
It's Damian
because the
Pierce's
offense-
first week.
Because
If you
fantasy
look, if you look,
points.
We
if
stay
you look
looking
at
at
the
fantasy
tape,
points.
all the defenses stack the box, which means like they're all in Nick Chubb's face in
Mm-hmm.
by the offensive line. 7 guys, because they know Deshaun Watson can't throw.
He can't throw. What are you talking about?
No, he
You
can't,
really?
bro.
Oh
He
my
can't.
Especially after
goodness.
last
he
week.
can't right now because he hasn't played the-
2020,
How many
he
picks
was
did
the
he throw
number
last
one
week?
passer.
That
That's
was
4
3
years. That's
years
2
ago.
years
Austin,
ago.
you gotta understand. He
Just
hasn't.
give
He
him
hasn't
some
played
time.
professional football in like 2 years.
Next year, he will be good, all right?
I'm talking about this
We're
year.
talking
Austin.
about this
That's-
year, right
We're
here,
not
right
talking about
now.
next year. We're talking about.
Hey, hey, next year he will be good, okay?
You think he'll have as many touchdowns as Cases next year?
You think he'll have more than
That was-
27 touchdowns?
No. He will never. I don't
He's
think
gonna
he'll
get
get
more
more than
cases,
27
though.
touchdowns in his
Oh
career.
wait. Let's talk about the AFC
gonna
wild
get-
card.
They're
Let's-
racking
let's-
up.
Let's
He'll
finish.
make it.
Hold on.
Please,
Let's finish with our playoff predictions for this year.
Okay.
What do you
The
think?
Browns
Joe?
are going.
What do you mean,
Oh
like
my
the winner? of
God.
the
Yo,
Super
Can you
Bowl?
be realistic,
Deshaun
bro?
Watson-
Like the Browns are not
Realistic
going.
fans.
Deshaun
Hey,
Watson's
hey,
fingers
everybody,
skills
everybody.
are
Like, who's
going
gonna win
to
the
Super
Wait, guys,
Bowl.
guys,
No,
guys.
no, like actual playoff predictions, like 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4
Yo.
seed.
Oh,
5 seed.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Browns are seed
For which-
8,
for which,
seed 7.
which
Shut
conference?
up, bro.
I'm so serious.
You know that is not happening.
For the NFC or AFC, bro?
Russell,
Um,
they're going.
Here,
The
Joe,
Browns
please
to
talk about the
playoffs.
AFC
Yes.
playoff
Goofy.
predictions.
Oh,
You're
okay.
goofy.
You want me to talk about the wild card
Browns to
or the
playoffs.
division leaders?
Everything.
too?
Let me
Everything.
do my
Alright,
AFC
so-
playoff predictions.
Yes,
Joey.
it's a
Alright,
Joey Rayner.
So,
As the guest.
what seed? Ooh, I'm gonna look at the Bills and the Chiefs games. That's Bengals.
Okay, I think we all know the. Actually, I think we all know the division leaders right now.
Yes, it
The
is
Titans-
Bills.
The
Titans are
Bengals,
saying-
the Chiefs, the Bills.
Yeah, those are all locks.
Oh, wait, I think the
Titans-
Chiefs will be number one
Titans are locked.
because their remaining 3 games,
The Chiefs
Chiefs
should
are
be
against,
number one.
Are against the Seahawks, Broncos, and Raiders, and then the Bills' remaining games are against the Bengals, Patriots, and Bears.
Wait, but
Wait.
here, like,
Wait.
are we sure that the Titans are locked?
Thank you.
No, they're not
Are
locked.
Titans locked? They
They're
are
not
not
locked.
locked.
No.
No, they have
Because-
a running back. They don't have a passing game.
I mean,
They don't have a running
they
back.
have to play the
Derrick
Cowboys and
Henry.
then the
I
Jaguars.
said they do have a running back. They don't have a passing game.
They do
Because the Titans' last 3 games are have. I think these 3 games will define to make the playoffs. So they verse the Texans first,
Well,
which
okay.
is a tough. I wouldn't say tough, but
Because
the way
Derrick
Texans are playing,
Henry
it's
is
tougher.
amazing against the Texans. Derrick Henry puts up like 3 touchdowns against the Texans.
Derrick Henry's amazing.
But hasn't Derrick Henry been on like a slump lately?
Yeah, but
He
it's
put up
the
27 points last week
He's
with
always been
3
good against the
touchdowns.
And then after they verse the Texans, which could be a tough game, then they verse Dallas, which we all know. Like right now, Dallas's defense. If they
We
could
should
just
win that game.
If
We
we
should
should
win
win as a Dallas fan, we should win that game.
You
There's-
will win
if,
that game.
All right.
If the only reason we lose that game is if Derrick Henry, like if
Or
our
Dak
run,
Prescott just
the
doesn't-
one weakness, the
You can stop the
big
run.
main
You're-
spot.
you're
If
talking
we
about
can
the
stop
run.
the run, Dallas is a Super Bowl contender.
We just
No,
have a
we
bad
can't
second.
stop
We
the
don't have a
run.
bad
I don't
One
say
thing,
Super Bowl
one last thing,
contenders.
one
They're,
last thing.
they're a first round
Sean.
exit.
Sean, we're not a Super Bowl contender until we get a good secondary.
Exactly.
Both Anthony Brown's injured.
Yo,
You guys are first round exits
yo,
every time you make
one
the
more
playoffs.
thing,
It's a
one
I
more
don't
curse,
think
bro.
first
We're not
round.
exit this
It's a
year.
curse.
Yo,
Shake
are
on that right
Bengals
now.
locked?
I-
Are the
I wanna- I
Bengals
wanna-
still locked?
Have
Yes,
you- have you
Bengals
saying
are
that.
not locked for number 1 seed, but for
They
like
should
a
be.
top for division winner, but they're locked for a
I
wild
think
card. at
Bengals are
least.
Super Bowl contenders.
Bengals
Bengals
again?
are Super Bowl contenders, in my
Yes.
opinion.
I
I
can
think
see
they are.
it, but at the same time, like
No.
if you're gonna call Bengals, I think Dallas and Cincinnati are not that far off
I
from
think
each
we got
other.
a
They
Bengals
lost to
Lions
Cleveland
Super
by
Bowl.
30 points.
Bengals Lions.
Bengals Lions Super Bowl.
Bengals
Bengals
Lions
Lions
is
Super
not
Bowl.
Dude.
it.
Dream.
That's not
Quote
what's
me on it,
happening.
bro. Bengals
A
Lions
dream.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, everyone, remember episode 2 at exactly 11:02 p.m. Russell Sage says Bengals Lions Super Bowl.
It's
We'll
happening, bro.
we'll come
No,
back
no, no,
after.
no. Can I predict? Let me predict. Browns Eagles Super Bowl. That's my
All right,
Okay.
My
That's
Super
where
Bowl,
I was
my Super
going.
Bowl, my Super Bowl prediction. It's gonna be Eagles versus
Eagles Bengals could happen too.
Eagles,
Chiefs.
Eagles, Bengals, or Eagles.
I know. I think the Bengals.
No,
are
no,
gonna-
wait,
Eagles,
wait, wait.
Chiefs,
for,
Eagles,
for,
Chiefs,
Hey,
or
for
Eagles,
real,
Bengals.
for real. I'm gonna say
Cowboys,
Vikings,
Chiefs.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
They can't. That can't
That
be a Super
can't
Bowl
happen.
matchup.
I
I
know,
think
I
we're
know.
gonna
Why
have
can't
the
Cowboys Chiefs happen?
Cowboys are gonna
No,
get
Cowboys,
bounced out of the
Vikings,
divisional
Austin
round.
said.
Bills, no, Bills.
No,
the
I
Vikings
think-
are in the
Bills-
same division.
I know, it was a joke.
I think the
Bills,
divisional
Bills,
round
Eagles.
Yeah, that's what I
is
said.
gonna be.
Honestly, what I think will happen, Vikings, no, not Vikings, 49ers, Bengals.
49ers.
I agree with that. Do you see? Brock Purdy is a
Niners,
goddamn
Bengals,
legend.
close
Brock-
to.
Unless Dallas can show a sign of stopping the run when they get to like the championship rounds, especially with their banged up secondary, because that's not going to get healed anytime soon.
Guys.
And they're trying to get parts. You see them; they're getting people from the Cardinals, from the Raiders.
Yes.
But they can't stop that run.
But Sean, you see how awful Kelvin Joseph is.
Calvin Joseph
That-
is the worst
He
starter on
should
our
get
team.
cut.
But it makes me upset to think that I hated on Anthony Brown so much that if I knew Kelvin Joseph was right behind him, I would have loved him.
Remember
a lot
last
more.
year, the infamous Anthony Brown game had like 5 PI calls on
Raiders
Thanksgiving.
on
against the Raiders.
Thanksgiving.
Tough. You're gonna
But
talk about
also at the same time, Anthony Brown was the only reason we stayed in the
Guys.
49ers game last year in the wild card.
Guys.
He gets that pick six. He's running. I still remember his run. He's running like Waluigi from Mario down the sideline
Guys.
just to get to like the 40.
Guys. We keep forgetting one of the biggest factors in the NFL.
I swear, if you say
The
Browns,
Browns.
The Browns aren't making the playoffs.
The Browns
I will
are
bet.
going.
I will bet. I will bet $100 the Browns don't make the playoffs.
$100.
$100 the Browns. $100.
$100.
$100 the
No,
Browns
no.
don't make the playoffs.
They're gonna make
Exactly.
it, though.
Exactly.
They're gonna make it though. They're gonna make it.
$100 for the Browns to
The
make
Browns
the
are
playoffs?
going to
not
make
making
it.
the playoffs.
Austin.
though.
Right,
Guys,
Austin.
guys,
Here's the AFC
listen,
playoff.
Hey,
Austin.
hey. We play the Saints.
Lose.
L.
We don't lose to the
Yeah,
Saints.
you
Yes.
do.
You win. They win.
We
No.
win
Bye,
the
bye, bye, bye.
Saints.
You
win,
win.
they win,
17-14.
they win.
Lose.
Plus we play. Look it up. We play the Saints.
Lose.
I think the Falcons.
Lose.
L.
lose.
We don't
You're
lose
losing to the Falcons.
Are you crazy?
Falcons are a good team.
Oh, wait,
Bro,
I have it
you
up.
gotta remember the teams
Guys.
in the 5th, 6th, and 7th seed have to lose.
Guys. Saints, Commanders, Steelers.
Commanders is lose.
Steelers is an L.
Commanders maybe.
Steelers is an
are
L.
not an L.
Steelers are an L.
We beat the Steelers every time we play them.
Bro,
You are
the
goofy, bro.
Steelers are an L. The Commanders are an L. You are going
No.
Who is
7.
this kid?
You are going
No.
7 and 10.
No,
You are
we
going 7 and
not.
10.
We're nuts.
Austin, I love that you have
We're going
faith in your
9 and
team,
8.
but you would not make the playoffs.
No, I think
bro,
there's a
we are
time to
going.
lose faith, and I think that
Bro,
time
Austin,
was a couple
the
weeks
wild
ago.
card
Russell.
is the 9-5 Ravens, the 8-6 Chargers, and 8-6
No.
Dolphins. They're not losing all those. They're not.
The Dolphins,
Dolphins
are,
are
frauds.
Ugh.
The
Who do you
Dolphins
think you are
flopping.
calling
Bro,
the Dolphins a
call the
fraud?
Dolphins frauds, bro.
Tua is good, but the Dolphins are
Let's
not
all
it.
calm down for
The
a second.
Dolphins
They
who
are
are
Guys, guys.
Let's all
everyone
calm
focus.
down for a second.
Guys.
Dolphins
so
frauds.
the Dolphins. First of all, let's not argue with this. The Dolphins are contenders
They're contenders.
No.
for the playoffs.
for the
For the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Not
For,
for the Super Bowl.
if
But
you
they
say
are
Super
not.
Bowl,
No, no,
there
no,
are
no,
so
no,
many
they
teams
are
better than
losing
the
in the Super Bowl.
AFC.
If
I
playoff
think
contenders.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody,
Making it to
they
the
are
Super
losing in the divisional round.
Yes,
One
the
topic.
Chiefs.
No, one topic.
The Dolphins aren't making it to the divisional round.
What about the Chargers? Because
Yes.
Frauds.
I mean,
No,
No.
not frauds.
Frauds?
Not frauds.
Every year-
But they will not make the
They're
Super
not
Bowl.
good enough,
Their
but
head
they're not
coach
frauds.
will
People know
mess
what they
them
are.
up.
They will mess them up.
What team was that again?
Every
Chargers.
Oh,
The
wait.
Chargers aren't even making the playoffs.
Yes, they
Nah,
are.
yes,
But
they
every
are.
year,
They're
every
wild
year,
card right now.
every
Do
year.
they
Think
drop?
about it. People hype up the Chargers to be
To
Super
who?
Bowl contenders.
To who?
And
I'll pull it up right now.
Patriots or Browns?
Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh, the Browns, of course. but
Patriots can beat the Chargers. And you're a
Patriots-
Browns.
Well, the
Did you
Charge,
see the game
the
against the
Chargers,
Raiders?
their last 3 games
That's
are the
just a
Colts,
bad-
Rams, and Broncos.
No, that was a.
Every team has
All
that
those
dumb
are L's?
play of the season.
Those are not all
Austin.
Browns
L's.
win. Browns
The
win.
was
Rams are awful.
The Rams,
The Rams
are
will be
awful.
awful for the next decade.
The Rams are terrible.
Yeah,
They're
the
actually
Rams-
terrible.
The Rams have are not a good
They
team.
have no future anymore.
Matthew
They
Stafford
sold it
should
away.
retire.
They
Cooper
sold
Kupp.
they
Matthew
sold their
Stafford should
soul to
retire.
get
I
that
agree with
Super
that.
Bowl.
Yeah, I agree.
Needs to
I
be
agree with
traded to the
Joey.
Browns.
Joey had an amazing point. Matthew Stafford should retire. He has had an Andrew Luck type of story. He hasn't gotten as injured as much, granted, but he has been hit so many times and so
Now, Arv,
hard.
Oh wait,
I-
Arv, one second.
J.C.
You guys know
Jackson was
about
arrested.
J.C. Jackson getting arrested?
That's crazy.
On
I
What?
didn't know about that.
Really?
He
That's
got
really
arrested.
big.
for
Wait, what team did he play
nonviolent,
on? I heard about that on
Plays on
Sports
the
Center this
Chargers.
morning.
He's a
As a
defensive
Chargers.
back.
Sports Center.
Wait, how? Why?
For non-violent family issue.
Non-violent. How does that get him arrested
He
if it's
probably like
non-violent?
he probably like yelled. I don't know.
How do
He
you
might
get
have said
arrested
like he
for
might have
that?
like
What?
have threatened to do something, but didn't actually
Yeah.
do it.
That's
Re-
violent.
Yeah, exactly. Non-violent.
No, that cuts as
That-
violent.
what? I'm.
Oh wait, let's
What
make
is a
predictions for next
non-violent-
week's game.
Wait, I have one question before we go to predictions. Arv, do you think if Andrew Luck was still the quarterback of this this 2022 or even the 2021 Colts team. do you think they have a shot at the Super Bowl or at
Maybe
least
last
AFC
year.
Championship?
AFC Championship, the 2021. Don't get me wrong, the 2021
I'm
team,
about to get you wrong.
100%, 100,000%.
I agree.
But
by
the
far.
2022 team, everybody got paid and they all started talking like crap. So
And 2023 is the Browns. Let's go.
Oh,
Browns are never winning a Super Bowl in our lifetime.
Okay, they're
that's
probably
not true. I
That is
think
not
maybe
true.
by the time
They
we're
have
like
a team.
50 or 40,
All
they
right.
might win.
Let's do a Saturday predictions.
All right,
for
Jaguars,
Christmas
Jets.
Eve.
Jaguars, Jets.
Uh,
Who's winning?
Jaguars.
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 I
God.
think this is the
Jaguars.
day the Jets reset themselves to
No.
try and
Have
fight
you
back.
seen the
The
Jaguars
Jets have a
play?
chance. The Jets have a chance. They're
Trevor
in-
Lawrence is
they're in
playing
LA.
like
Guys,
a top
Trevor
tier
Lawrence is
quarterback.
very good.
60% Jaguars.
Top what? Top what?
No.
No, he's like a top. Like he's playing like a top tier quarterback.
I thought you said
From
top
Trevor
two.
Lawrence?
No,
Yeah, definitely.
no.
Lawrence right now, yes.
Lawrence has talent.
60% Jaguars, 40%
I think he's about
Jets.
as good as Daniel Jones.
Jaguars should be 73. Jets should be 27.
Those are weird numbers.
Oh, wait.
but
Weird
okay.
numbers, but respectable.
Daniel Jones and Dak Prescott both get too much hate, in my opinion.
Alright,
So next,
Falcons, Ravens. Falcons, Ravens.
Ravens should win that game if they.
Is Lamar back yet?
They don't
Is
need
Lamar back?
Lamar.
Lamar,
Yeah.
no, it
Yeah.
doesn't
they
matter.
They clearly do need Lamar.
They do not
After what happened
need.
with the Browns,
They do not
clearly
need Lamar.
Yeah,
Des-
they do.
Ravens defense is still great, and that carries them to some wins that Tyler Huntley
all
can
their
still do an
defense. And the
average job
Falcons-
and they'll still
Offense
be
sucks.
The
good.
Falcons can win that game. There's
They
a chance.
can, but will they though?
Desmond
Yes.
Ryder
No,
is
the Falcons
terrible.
will not win that
Falcons will win.
Falcons
Wait, who do
don't
the
have a
Falcons
bad
play?
team.
Ravens.
Ravens.
They're not winning that game.
Lamar is out. They're
Austin.
not winning that.
Desmond Ryder is terrible.
I'll put money on it.
Bro played on
Put
Cincinnati.
money on it.
Oh my God.
$100 right now.
$100. $100 on what
Crazy.
happened?
Oh my God.
Wait, guys.
10.
Yeah.
10.
10 right now.
10 right now.
All right.
All right, folks. Our
shook my
first
hand.
bet on Sports Resort
I'm kidding.
of $10
No,
bet.
you can't take it back.
Oh wait.
Bet.
Next match is
$10.
Lions Panthers.
Lions.
Lions.
Lion. No. Guys.
Oh my
I
God,
also-
bro.
I'm kidding. I'm
All right,
kidding.
Lions.
I'm kidding.
Lions.
I'm kidding.
All
I'm
right,
kidding. I'm
Buffalo,
joking, I'm joking.
Chicago. We all say Buffalo.
Huh?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Buffalo.
Chicago.
Chicago from under.
No, Bears, gang. Bears.
There's
Wait.
no way you guys
Justin
believe
Fields
in
is
them.
gonna win that. Guys, Saints, Browns. We
Saints.
know who's winning.
Saints.
Stop being
Browns.
stupid.
Honestly,
You're all.
Browns.
Saints.
I
Saints.
do think Browns
Saints.
there.
Thank you. Browns are
Saints.
winning. All right, Texans, Titans.
Texans,
Honestly,
Titans.
Texans, Titans.
Texans
Texans
can
Texans
win that
upset the
game.
Titans last.
No, 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 no.
How many last year?
But
Hey,
if the
Texans have
Texans
two-
are
The only way the Texans,
Texans
win
are
is if
smart,
they bring
they
a
tank.
priest in as their
No,
quarterback,
no.
bro.
Yo, what?
What do you think this is?
No, stop. Okay, wait.
Bro, you think
They have Davis Mill.
And
Davis Mills. They're not winning
And
a
Okay,
game.
wait.
Davis Mills was a good quarterback last year. Not
He is
this
the
year, though.
priest.
What about
Bro.
Bringing the
Giants
son of
and-
God to be their quarterback. You
hey,
want them to
Giants, Vikings.
Vikings.
Vikings by far.
Listen, I'm a Giants fan, so I'm gonna have to say Giants reluctantly.
What?
win.
There's got to be an upset
The
that week.
Giants
I'm
are
gonna
going
upset-
to
I'm
win.
gonna say
right there,
Giants.
Giants.
I'm gonna say
Upset.
Giants.
That's the upset of the week right there.
No.
Wandale
That is
Robinson
upset.
is going for
Wandale-
9
That is
tackles.
not up the
has
week.
torn his ACL
That
in
is
week
not up the
5.
Oh wait, let's do some.
Wandale is not coming back.
Oh
for the
wait,
rest of the
also wait,
season.
I have something to say. Fans, if you want to join in on our predictions, right after this episode is posted, there will be a link that will send you to a site to show the predictions for each game. It's on it will be on our YouTube
It will
and
be in the description
Instagram.
of the video.
And it's going to be a link to send you a Google form, and we'll check it. And if any upsets that the fans predicted, like if any upsets happen, if any if it's if the lower team, like say
You
3
make your
people
picks.
voted for like Cowboys and 2 voted for Eagles. If
We'll
the Eagles
review it.
win, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And also at the end of each episode, at the end of that list, there will be a spot where it shows the MVP of the episode, who you think was the best person in each episode of Sports Resort. And
hey, last one. This might be a
Cowboys,
good game.
Eagles.
No.
Cowboys.
Chargers, Colts. This
Chargers.
is a divisional
Chargers.
game.
Chargers.
Chargers 9
What
out
do you
of
mean
10
divisional
times.
game?
They,
They're not
if Chargers
divisional
lose
game.
this, they're knocked out of the wild card. Patriots take their spot. Browns have a chance. Browns have a big chance.
Bro,
Oh
let's
my
stop talking
God.
about the Browns.
The
Let's stop talking about
Browns
the Browns.
are
Sick and tired of
going.
you talking
Alright,
about
we have to
Six
wrap it up
games.
now.
All right,
We-
all right, stop.
3 minutes left.
We're- no,
Wrapping
no,
it
we're
up. We
good.
have to wrap
We're
it
good.
up.
Okay, I want to say one thing. Even if Jalen Hurts was playing, I still think the Cowboys would have beat the Eagles.
So,
I do think a Dallas team at full potential can go head to head with a Eagles team at full potential.
I don't. I think a Dallas team at full potential can go against the Eagles team at 75% potential.
50% potential.
Bro,
No,
we
that's
almost
crazy.
came back and beat
but-
the Eagles with Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Is this
Because
week's
Cooper
game?
Rush is better than Dak Prescott.
No, he
That
isn't,
game this
bro.
week.
I can't.
All right, guys, we have to wrap it up now. So what we were saying about that predictions, MVPs, we all have brought up really good cases for it. Your predictions, we would love to hear from you fans. And now this has officially been the end of episode 2 of Sports Resort, and we thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Peace.